People in Onitsha still whisper about the day she vanished. Not by boats, not by foot. One moment she stood under the moonlight with her royal beads, and the next, the river swallowed her whole. Some say they saw a giant fish leap where she stood. Others believe she was never truly human, but the elders know the truth. This is the story of Princess Oma, the girl who belonged to the water. It was a stormy night in the kingdom of Onitsha, a rich land by the River Niger. The queen had been in labor for hours, but something wasn't right. The midwives were worried. The palace shook with thunder. Then, the baby arrived with a splash of water. Not blood. Her skin was smooth and glowing. Her eyes silver like the moon. They named her Oma, meaning beautiful. But the river priest warned the king, "This child is not ordinary. She carries the river spirit. She must never be angry. She must never be near fire, and most of all, never let her see her reflection under the full moon." The king ignored them. "She is my daughter, my heir. No curse will stop her destiny." Oma grew up inside the palace, sheltered from the world. She was beautiful, too beautiful. Men stared, women whispered, animals bowed. But strange things were happening around her. Whenever she cried, the river flooded. When she was angry, fish died in the nets. The king tried to hide it, but the villagers noticed. "Is she a spirit?" some asked. "She walks on wet sand but leaves no footprints," others said. Oma knew she was different. Her mother told her bedtime stories of river maidens who could change shape, who danced underwater, and who sang to the moon. But Oma didn't believe those stories were about her. Not yet. On her 18th birthday, there was a royal festival. The moon was full and Oma wore her finest beads. Her neck shining with coral, she slipped away to the riverbank to be alone. There she looked into the water and for the first time saw her true reflection. It was not her face, it was a fish. No, a woman fish. Her eyes glowed, her hair floated, she looked like a goddess. Then the river spoke. "Come, daughter, your time is near." Oma screamed and ran. The water followed her like a wave. That night she locked herself in her room. Something inside her had awakened. A wealthy prince from a faraway kingdom arrived in Onitsha. His name was Obina. He came with gold, horses, and warriors. He asked to marry Princess Oma. The king was excited. "With this marriage, we will be powerful." But the river priest warned him again. "If she marries, the river will rise. She belongs to no man." The king shouted, "Enough of your foolishness!" Oma was silent. She had never loved a man. She feared her secrets. But when she met Obina, he was kind. He listened. He didn't fear her strange powers. Slowly, she began to smile again. She agreed to the wedding. The kingdom rejoiced. As the wedding day approached, the river grew angry. The waters turned dark. Fishermen returned with empty nets. Crabs near the river began to die. One night, Oma had a dream. A giant fish with glowing eyes said to her, "You are our child. You cannot live as they do. If you marry him, he will die. Choose your path, love or water." Oma woke up crying. She ran to the shrine of the river gods. She begged them, "Please, I just want a normal life. I want love. I want peace." But the shrine was silent. The day arrived. Drums echoed through the kingdom. The palace courtyard was filled with nobles, dancers, and gifts. Princess Oma walked slowly, her face covered with a coral veil. Obinna stood waiting, smiling with pride. But the river churned. Dark clouds gathered, though the sun had shone all morning. Birds flew away, dogs barked and howled. The river priest stood in silence, heads bowed. As the priest raised his hand to bless the couple, a loud crack of thunder shook the earth. The River Niger overflowed, not slowly, but with a roar. Water rushed into the courtyard, knocking people off their feet. From the flood, a voice screamed, "You were warned, daughter of the river." Oma collapsed, her body glowed, her arms shimmered. Before all the guests, her legs turned into the tail of a silver fish. Her eyes turned deep blue. Her hair flowed like water. The people gasped. The king fell to his knees. Obinna cried out in shock. Oma turned and looked at Obinna one last time. Then, like mist, she vanished into the rising flood. The flood stopped as quickly as it began. The sun returned, the waters retreated, but Oma was gone. The entire kingdom was silent. No one spoke. The king wept for days. "I should have listened," he said again and again. "I caused my own daughter." Obinna stayed in Onitsha, waiting at the riverbank every night, hoping she would return. The villagers built a shrine beside the river. They left offerings, beads, palm oil, and fish. The river priest declared, "She has returned home. She is now the guardian of River Niger. She will protect those who respect the river. But beware, a curse still watches." Years passed, Onitsha changed, children grew, crops flourished, but no one forget Princess Oma. One day, a group of young girls went to fetch water. One of them slipped and fell into the river. The others screamed, but before they could dive in, a silver fish leapt from the water and placed the girls safely on the bank. The girls said they heard a whisper, "Tell your mothers, I am watching." Word spread. People said Oma was now a spirit of justice. If you harmed the river, your boat would sink. If you lied near the water, the tide will pull you in. But if you pray with honesty, she answered. Obinna never married. Every year on the date of their wedding, he brought fresh white flowers to the shrine. He would sit by the river, speak to her, and return home. One evening in his old age, he sat by the river for the last time. "I never stopped loving you," he whispered, "even if I could never touch you again." That night, villagers said they saw a silver glow on the water. Some claimed they saw a fish leap. Others said it looked like two lovers walking hand in hand, disappearing into the mist. Obinna's body was found near the shrine the next morning, peaceful, smiling. Today, the people of Onitsha still tell the story of Princess Oma, the shape-shifting daughter of the River Niger. Her story is a warning and a blessing. Fishermen offer prayers before casting nets. Girls avoid looking into the river during full moons, and children are taught, respect the river, you never know who is watching. Some believe Oma still lives deep within the waters, watching, guiding and protecting her people. And when the river shines silver under the full moon, they say, that is Oma dancing in her true form, proud and free. Did you enjoy watching this video? Please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.